look, I think the American people are looking at this. They're shaking their head, and they're thankful for President Trump and his team because obviously they're doing what Governor Walz wouldn't do, just refused to do, and we see that obviously taken apart now. We also see what the legacy media wouldn't do. You had a YouTuber that had to go and investigate all of this is now coming to light, and I think people are kind of shaking their head and saying, what's going on out there? So the real question is how much more fraud is there occurring in Minneapolis?
Yeah, and I'm just wondering whether or not the American people themselves, I know the president has lost some support in the Latino community, some of whom think that too many people are being swept up in sweeps that are supposed to focus on the worst of the worst. And some people, whether they're gardeners or folks just trying to earn a living, didn't come here for the welfare, certainly do any fraudsters, whether they're getting swept up in it. This really might change things a bit.
Well, it possibly could. But look, to your earlier point, I think every 6 out of every 10 individuals that they're arresting here have some type of criminal record. So I think it's important to keep that in mind. But you are correct, in which is this is another sort of side of what ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcement, does, is that they investigate some pretty bad things here, crimes outside of just immigration violations per se. And I think that's what you're seeing here. And again, I think the American people, whether it's the FBI or federal law enforcement, such as ICE, HSI, they're glad that they're on the case. They're glad they're getting down to it because it's their American taxpayers or tax money that is being defrauded here.